a throw here. You're going to get one-on-one coverage in the inside.
Pocket sealed, going to be flushed out. Got the first down. Able to find Kraft. Improvise.
And that's a wrap on the division for the Buffalo Bills for the fourth straight season.
4 consecutive division titles for the Buffalo Bills, circling them wagons. Josh Allen played great. He played horrible. It was amazing. Bills 21, Miami 14. The Dolphins melt down. Have some guys limping all over the field. This is interesting to see. A daily sports podcast, news, narrative, takes gambling. The national championship is tonight. Michigan versus Washington. 2 undefeated teams going at it. 2 of the 3 best teams all year. Georgia melted down against Alabama in the SEC championship. Ergo, they are at home. They won a game or something. I don't know. Week 18, a lot going on, but we're going to start with the most important story of the week, which is this guy, the punter for the Eagles. He is trying to flop, and this guy coming after him is like, no, we're not flopping. Watch him. Punt, run into him. He's like, oh, God, I'm going to die. And the guy's like, no. And he's like dead bodied. He's like, no, you're good. I got you. Dude, that's not great. It's not a great look for that guy. It's not a great look. I don't know. That is not what you want. The Packers in the highlight before that, Jordan Love looks great, which is crazy and annoying. They beat the Bears 17-9. The Bears had a chance to win and knock the Packers out of the playoffs. The Saints would have gotten in, I believe, but they did not. So, the Bears with Justin Fields, a lot of questions to end the season. Twitter changed their format, so the video's going to look a little different this week with this other stuff, because now when I click on a post, it just brings up the post and the adjacent thing, which is like, so this is just the top. Like, I don't understand why it's become so annoying. Like, Elon Musk, I fucking hate Elon Musk. Twitter is fine. Leave it alone. Just don't touch it. Here's Justin Fields after the game talking about the decision. He played okay. The Bears did not look great. They made the Packers defense look good. And we all know that it's not. The Panthers scored a lot on the Packers. So, here's Justin Fields.
You know what I did do, and I gave it my all. So, whether it's here or not, I have no regrets. Shout out to, you guys for, making my job a little bit harder. But,
is that funny?
Just to the city of Chicago,
Kinda.
Y'all. Appreciate the fans and the support from all the Bears, in case this is my last rodeo with.
He kind of knows the situation, and they should probably trade him and get some new people or whatever. Whew. The Lions beat the Vikings. That is not the main storyline from Lions-Vikings. The main storyline is that rookie Pro Bowl tight end Sam Laporta looked like he tore his knee up, but it was just hyperextended, had a bone bruise. So which is the same thing that Travis Kelce had to start the season, and Travis Kelce did not look the same since. Titans beat the Jags. The Jags melt down. If they had won, I think they win the division and they go to the playoffs. Derrick Henry, in what looks like it was his last game in a Titans uniform, running wild.
Couple tight ends
again.
Oh, they got a foot race now with Cisco. There he goes. Look at the big man.
Man. Tractor Cito still at it in the AFC South, and after the game outside the stadium, signing jerseys for a few hours, saying goodbye to Tennessee, the king of Nashville headed somewhere else. My guess would be somewhere like Philly, Baltimore. Everybody signed him to Baltimore for some reason. I don't know why that is true. The Eagles meltdown against New York. Down 24-0, they pulled their starters. The Cowboys look good. Lots of cool stuff happening in the National Football League, but Arthur Smith and the Falcons, perhaps the headline. Arthur Smith was fired earlier this morning, technically at 12:01 Eastern time, which is wild. That's when they announced it. Here's him looking at the sidelines. They lost to the Saints 48-17. It was 41-17, and the Saints were in victory formation. This is real. They were in victory formation. Instead of taking a knee, they handed it off, which is enormous chicken shit, and they are getting called out for this in an aggressive way by everyone. Again, so they lined up in victory formation. So what happened was, people who weren't watching the game saw this. Arthur Smith getting pissed because the Saints scored on like the last play of the game. He's yelling at Dennis Allen. He's like, what the fuck? And so I was like, Arthur, God, crybaby, you're going to get fired. He did get fired. And then I found out what happened. Here's the video. Victory formation. Come on, video, you can play. Oh, let's try this one. Is it not going to load from the New Orleans Saints? Anyway, this is what it looks like. It was a victory formation that just kind of handed it off to this guy so that he could finally get a touchdown, which is a chicken shit touchdown. Everyone is calling them out. It was a horrible, horrible look. Dennis Allen had to apologize after the game. What we found out that happened was, let's find out what happened. So here is the video of the explanation from who other than the backup quarterback taking the snap.
Well, I apologize to DA because the play was victory. But I also explained to DA that it was a team decision. And I think when you have a team morale, and I asked the guys, I say, guys, like, what do you want to do? We know how much Jamal means to this team, and I understood from DA's perspective. So I give him that. But DA didn't condone that at all. You know, he didn't. However,
yeah, so Jameis just decided to go rogue. I believe it was Jamal Williams' only touchdown on the season after leading the NFL in touchdowns a year ago for the Lions. Yep, one touchdown this season, which what a chicken shit loser-ass touchdown that was from Jamal. He should have been, I like him a lot, but what a chicken shit thing for him to just green light. Horrible, horrible look. This will be remembered, I'm sure. And so here's the video of Dennis Allen, head coach of the Saints, apologizing.
Apologizing to Arthur Smith and the Falcons. That was not a play that we intended to run down there to finish out that game. That's not who we are. That's not how we operate. We got a good rivalry, and it's a heated rivalry. But there's a way we go about doing our business. We should have taken a knee. So I'm going to start off.
Yeah, and these are two teams. The entire AFC South could fire their coaches, and I think that they should. So the Todd Bowles and the Tampa Bay Bucks, they beat Carolina 9-0, despite having quote-unquote Pro Bowler Mike Evans. And they're going to the playoffs. They win the division. They will host the Philadelphia Eagles. We'll get to the schedule here in a second. I think the entire division should fire their coach. Frank Reich's already gone. Arthur Smith's already gone. Dennis Allen should be fired. Reports are that Bill Belichick is gone. Ron Rivera is gone, but that Matt Eberflus is safe. This is for Jay Glazer. Jay Glazer usually knows what he's talking about, but, man, as a Lions fan, it would be really cool if the Bears kept Matt Eberflus. I am actively rooting for that. The Jets and the Patriots made me a lot of money yesterday. The over-under was like 30 or 29 or something in the snow. I think the final score was 9-3. That was easy money for this guy. Bill Belichick's probable last game in Gillette Stadium. Unbelievable. So let's go to NFL Wildcard Weekend. The big story that will come out of today, then everyone's going to have this take. Everyone's going to have the take. It's true, and it is diabolical. So, this is what's happening. One of the games this weekend is going to be on Peacock. Because, of course. The game that's on Peacock will be on Saturday night. Okay? That game is Dolphins at Chiefs. Now, Dolphins could have been the 2 seed. However, they lost to the Bills. They'll play the Chiefs. The weather in Kansas City is supposed to be like around 10 degrees at kickoff. It will have snowed that weekend and 10 degrees. But it's on Peacock. Peacock is a streaming service that costs somewhere between $5 and $10 a month. You know, another one of those goddamn things. By the way, did you know that Discovery Channel and AMC have streaming services? AMC is they're just holding Mad Men hostage. Anyway, assholes. Anyway, this game's on Peacock. Why Chiefs and Dolphins at Peacock? Why Patrick Mahomes at Peacock? Because Travis Kelce is dating Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift's probably going to be at this game. It's a playoff game. I think it might be Travis's last game for the Chiefs at home, probably. I kind of think so. And it's going to be on Peacock. They're going to paywall the Swifties. And the Swifties who spent thousands of dollars to watch her stupid movies of her concerts after going to her concerts. Yeah, they're going to pay for Peacock. That is spectacular. Here's the schedule. Browns at Texans. Texans, of course, in their irrelevant Saturday afternoon slot. And then, what a weekend of storylines. Tyreek returns to Kansas City. Matthew Stafford returns to Detroit after the Rams and Carson Wentz lead a come-from-behind victory against the JV squad for the Niners. Rams, Lions, Stafford, Goff, Brad Holmes, Sean McVay. We'll talk about that game this week. Is it a revenge game? Is it a revenge game for Detroit? Because, I mean, this Lions team with Stafford would be pretty cool. I mean, they wouldn't have some of the guys, but they'd have a lot of the guys. It's probably a revenge game for Goff because his team fired his ass and paid millions and millions of dollars to fire him and then immediately won. They also have Mike McCarthy revenge game against the Packers. Steelers at Bills. Bills are 10-point favorites. I don't know. That one's going to be a mess. The weather in Buffalo apparently is going to be way better than the weather in Kansas City, which matters quite a bit here. And Eagles at Bucks on Monday Night Football. Everybody says this game at 8 p.m. on Monday should be on 1 p.m. on Saturday. I kind of agree. Why do we drag this out? It's also kind of a weird disadvantage if they win. You don't really love to see that. Odds for playoff weekend, the Packers are 7.5-point underdogs. I love that. The over-under for Rams-Lions is 51.5. And the Lions are favored by 3. Oh, my God, it's been a while. 28-23. No, almost. 26-23. 51. Yeah, 26-23, somewhere in there. Right? No. 27-24. 27-24 is what they're predicting. Yeah, there'll be way more touchdowns than that. None of these defensive backs can cover the other team's anything. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be beautiful. A lot of running the football though, so maybe not. Bills favored by 9.5. Chiefs favored by 3.5. Browns favored on the road at the division champion Texans favored by 2.5, and the Eagles 2.5 road favorites. They're melting down. More on that this week. As of right now, the only coach fired on Black Monday is Arthur Smith, but Ron Rivera allegedly will be fired. Bill Belichick will be parting ways with New England, and nobody knows what's going to happen. Jim Harbaugh, the head coach of the Michigan Wolverines, is allegedly, the rumors to L.A. Chargers are heating up for Jimbo. It appears like this will be his last game in college. Michigan and Washington tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It feels like one of those things that ESPN is lying about the kickoff time. Let's get 4.5-point favorites. The game is being played. Where is it in? I actually have no idea where the game is being played. San Let's Google it. Where is the national championship game? Oh, Houston. How will Houston host this? That's gross. Houston national championship? That's legitimately disappointing. Gross. LeBron James' son showed up on a graphic. He plays for USC basketball. Here's what the broadcast had to say about him. This guy, stats. Bronny James, winner, team player. The Troy trifecta. Bronny James, no stats, but he's a winner and a team player. Ooh. Not great. That's funny. All right, back and better than ever. National championship talk and probably more coaches fired tomorrow. Bye-bye.